Hey, I'm kid number 1, Anya. Welcome back to season 17 of my mom's podcast.
Hey guys, it's Kid 2 Ari. Welcome to Cozy Womb Podcast.
Yay! Hey guys, welcome back to Cozy Womb Podcast. I hope your Halloween was great. If not, I am sorry about that. But it's Friday. It is November 4th. We are in a new month, so let's do it. Voting officially is next week. I already voted because I voted early. It was really easy because I researched everyone that was running to see who I wanted to pick. So when I got up to the screen, it was like boop, 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 done. Okay. Now, y'all see the title. It's a thank you because I see you, I understand you, and I was you. Until I got the tools that I needed to think through my things as a parent. I want to talk about parents who are in therapy because they recognize that they needed more help than they could get from friends, family, and their other partner. So let's talk. This is Cozy Womb Podcast. Hey. To admit that you need help is hard. It is so hard. But to admit that you need help and go seek help and do it, congrats to you. Congrats to you. Because as a parent, I already know that you have a lot on your plate. But to see yourself individually and say, hey, I am the problem, or I'm having a rough time, or I'm having an issue that my friends can't help, that my family can't help, and that the person that I'm parenting with cannot help. I need professional help. That's a big step. And our grandparents denied sharing family business with other people in order to get help. Our parents were raised with the trauma their parents didn't want to deal with, along with their own living experience of their own trauma, right? And then here we are, like, okay, so that didn't work for my grandma or my grandpa. It definitely didn't work for my parents. I want something to work correctly with me. And thank you for recognizing that. Thank you to the parents seeing that the problems.
What's the easiest choice you can make? Window instead of middle seat? Picking a vendor who sends a great gift basket? Outsourcing business tasks you hate? What about selling with Shopify? Whether you're selling a little or a lot, Shopify helps you do your thing, however you cha-ching. Shopify is the global commerce platform that helps you sell at every stage of your business. From the launch your online shop stage to the first real-life store stage, all the way to the did we just hit 1 million orders stage? Shopify's there to help you grow. Whether you're selling scented soap or offering outdoor outfits, Shopify helps you sell. Wherever and whatever you're selling, Shopify's got you covered. Sign up for a $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/try. Go to shopify.com/try now to grow your business, no matter what stage you're in. Shopify.com/try.
The anxiety, the mindset that needs some outside guidance. And that's all a therapist is. It's an unbiased opinion from a professional to help you think through what your thoughts are, your emotions you're having, and your deep-rooted issues that are not helping you function correctly as a parent for yourself and your kids. Now, I could have been on the news with 2 kids dealing with postpartum grief and experiencing a new version to my life of what domestic violence is, right? But I didn't. I went to a therapist. For her to really listen to me and understand that what I was dealing with, I shouldn't have to deal with, and there was a way out. And it started by creating boundaries and laying things on the table and taking on what I can chew and swallow, right? And I think as parents, we think we have to take on everything because we're the adults and that child cannot do it all. I understand that. But the reality is we are human before we are super people, and we can't take on everything if we can't manage what we're taking on. All right. So a lot of men and women need help, not more money, not more friends, not more drinks, and not more drugs. They need help, right? And it starts with our mindset. It starts with our thinking. They need better mental tools to think on a solo level or even as a team to work together and co-parent. Parents who admit they need therapy, thank you for being able to help your kids have a better experience as they grow up. A lot of our parents did not seek therapy because they were too stubborn, or they felt like, I'm fine, saying there's nothing wrong with me. I don't need to tell a stranger my business. Well, if your business is not helping your child have the best experience as a child, as a teenager, as a young adult, what are you holding on to? What are you preventing from being better? And so parents who don't want to take out their aggression on people who love them and who need them, thank you. Parents who understand that their hormones after giving birth are all over the place and duties are hard on top of that, and trying to learn yourself as a new mom, thank you. Trying to figure out who you're going to be as a dad when you didn't have one and you took yourself to therapy, thank you. Grieving and not knowing when the crying will stop and you go into therapy because you don't know how to balance it all, thank you. Having anger and feeling like you're locked into somebody else's life for you and you're not living your life by your own choices and you need therapy and you go get therapy, thank you. Okay, thank you for doing your work. You may be scared of your kids sleeping over or being around family without you because of what happened to you as a kid, and you took yourself to therapy, and I thank you for it. You may feel exhausted because you're trying so much to not be like your dad, or you're trying so much to not be like your mom because of how they neglected you, abused you, or did not show up for you. So you develop some type of anxiety when you can't do everything in that 24 hours for that child. And it's not that child is throwing it in your face that you're not good or you're bad or you're this, but you're telling yourself that. And you said, okay, I need help. Thank you for going to therapy. Thank you for reaching out to somebody. Thank you for recognizing it before it snowballed into something bigger, right? People have heart attacks younger and younger and pass away. People have horrible migraines and continue to go to work, continue to use heavy machinery, continue to drive their trucks, continue to work in very dangerous positions and ignore it, right? Chest pain, ignore it. Okay? Weak arms, ignore it. But all of those symptoms can lead up to a heart attack, a stroke, an aneurysm. Stress in the body helps build disease, right? So don't bash any parent saying, I go to therapy or I have a therapist. Good for them. Good for their kids. I think if you live in America, everybody needs some level of therapy, at least one time or a couple of times or eternity, depending on what you're dealing with or what you need to heal from, right? Unfortunately, my therapist that I had that I loved, she retired, but she kept in contact with me even when I wasn't going to see her. Any job opportunities that popped up that she thought would be great for me and the girls, she texted me and she let me know. She checked in with me even though I wasn't seeing her, and she let me know that she retired. And one of my books that I wrote, I had dedicated it to her because I hope that you guys are enjoying the show. I'm going to take a quick break to give you some details on some podcasts to check out. And where else you can find me. If you are looking for your fall sweaters and hoodies and you trying to prep the closet, or you're looking for long sleeve shirts or your new bus stop coffee mug, check out the Cozy Womb shop for the podcast because I updated. You're welcome. Peace. Hey guys, if you're interested on starting your own podcast, I think that's cool and we need to know what you're about to say. But if you need help in processing where to start, what you need to do, and you need your own checklist for marketing or where to put your questions for your guests, please check out all of my books on lulu.com. You have The Podcast Journal, Marketing the Podcast 101, and The Podcast Questions on lulu.com. Now back to the show.
Here we go.
Back to the show.
Back to the show.
After I had Ari, I was carrying around so much heaviness and anger towards people that I'm just like, why am I carrying all this shit? And they're able to live life as if everything's normal. I got tired of carrying around people's shit to make them feel comfortable. So I let it all out in a book. I didn't drop any names. I didn't, point fingers. I'm just like, this is why I am like this. This was my experience. And this is why I parent like I do. And to you, it may look mean. It may look strict. But to me, it's safety. To me, it's protection. To me, it's stress-free. It's peace. And I think a lot of times people see how parents parent and they assume, oh, they're controlling or they're overbearing or they're selfish or they're this and that and that. There's a reason why you parent like you parent based upon how you were raised or you weren't. There's a reason why you talk to your kids how you do, based upon how you were talked to or what you've seen or what you heard. There's a reason that you educate your kids the way that you educate your kids. There's a reason why you have your home function how your home functions for you, right? And it all stems from your experience when you were a kid. And I'm not saying my experience when I was a kid dictates all of my child's experience. No, I'm going to have to learn to back up. I'm going to have to learn to let go. Just because this happened to you doesn't mean it's going to happen to them. But I understand that you want to protect. I understand that you want to make sure that they're in a safe place, right? And I had to learn that in therapy. I had to learn that I can't be everywhere at once. I had to learn that it's definitely okay for you to ask for help. You are in a position where you are doing your best and you do need help, right? And for me, that was really hard because I grew up seeing my mom need help from people and get help, but it was in a manipulating way. And I didn't want anybody to manipulate me and do me wrong with my kids. So I refused to ask for help. So I had to go to therapy to learn how to weave through the good and the bad in that. And I had to learn that just because I had a great experience with certain people doesn't mean I have to have a great experience with those same people in my 30s. It doesn't mean I have to have that great experience that I had in my 20s with them in my 40s. And I needed somebody outside of my circle to tell me that, to reassure me with those thoughts I was feeling, because it's so easy to deal with someone now and they're different and hold on to them based upon how they were 10 years ago or 15 years ago or when you first met. And those things is what keeps people in a relationship that's dead, keeps people in a friendship that's not growing, keeps people in this circling, non-functional, beneficial thing that's not helping no one, right? So I needed someone to give me the mental tools to work through that. And that's what she gave me. So I just wanted to say a thank you to any parent that's still in therapy, still talking to their therapist, in a new relationship, and honest about them being in therapy. And I'm happy you found someone that respects the fact that you are in therapy and you are consistently working through your shit as a parent, because it is a ongoing thing that you're gonna have to be self-aware about. And I just wanted to say thank you to you guys, because I feel like through us we are making sure we have better humans going forward for the next generation, and they're gonna have better kids than they were for us, you know. And that's the whole point of it. Like, we're not supposed to keep getting worse, we're supposed to keep getting better. So I just wanted to say thank you for going to therapy. My name is Shan. This is Cozy Womb Podcast. And if you are working in a corporate area, they usually have at least 4 to 5 free therapy sessions. They have a website. I think it's ELA. Through HR, just talk to them about it, about seeing a therapist, and you could pick your therapist in your area, and your job's insurance will cover the first 5, and I think your insurance will cover like $50 after, and then you'll pay whatever else it is. But if you need more than 5 sessions, cool. It's self-care. Make it work in your budget, okay? If it's helping you and you're growing with it, make it work in your budget. If you only needed 4 sessions and you're good, you got the tools to go, cool. But I just wanted to say thank you for going. They have virtual therapists now. They have phone therapists. So please don't feel like you don't have an option or you don't have an outlet. You do. You just need to be informed. Yeah, that's what I want to talk about today. Thank you for listening to Cozy Womb Podcast. I appreciate you. I am a parent. I am not married, but I do believe in healthy co-parenting and the fact that it needs to be balanced on both sides. I believe in balance in everything. So just because you're not with the other parent of your child doesn't mean your child won't have the best upbringing they can if you guys are mentally on the same level of focusing on that child having a great childhood and upbringing and making it honest, healthy, and always communicating. They can have a great upbringing even though you guys are not together. And if you are together, be honest about what you need to work on. Take some ownership and accountability on where you fall short and grow for the best. Peace. Have a great weekend. Bye.
Bye.